Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Amused Jester, and my name is Junior. Today we're going to be reviewing G.I. Joe Classified Series 112 scale Cobra Dreadnok Monkeywrench. I think this is the last of the Dreadnoks that we needed. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is. Here's the side of the packaging. Ooh, kind of interesting. I will check and see if we can emulate that look. And there is, and apparently we can because it's right there. Yeah, pretty cool. There it is. And let me take him out of the packaging and let's see what we've got with the toy. Alright, so there he is out of packaging. And man, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to miss G.I. Joe Classifieds quite a lot. I'm going to miss it. I've always said it's one of the best lines out there for retail toys that's out there right now. In terms of value and the pricing that we're getting. I'm just gonna miss it because now at $27.99 they've pretty much hit my limit in terms of what I want to pay for these things. Well, not that. It's just at this point at $27.99 the value starts to get affected. Why? Why am I saying that? This guy is $24.99 and look at what we're getting at $24.99. This is the reason why G.I. Joe Classifieds, in my opinion, has been one of the best toy lines out there available to us in our current state. So, why? We have a secondary head and mask that basically turns this into a secondary head sculpt. That's one of the accessories, and it's well done too. We'll go over the detail afterwards. We have a mask, again, that will change the look of this face by putting a mask in here or by putting the head in there. Completely changes the portrait. We have an axe. We have a secondary axe. We have two-fisted hands. We have a pistol. We have a rifle, blaster, whatever you want to call this one. And it feels like, oh, and it's removable. Completely unexpected. And then we have a pistol. Oh, I talked about a pistol already, but we have eyeglasses. $24.99 with all of that. Honestly, when I first looked at this one, I felt like, oh, this should be $27.99. But it's not. It's $24.99. But now G.I. Joe is going to be $27.99, and we'll talk about that afterwards. But let's look at the detail first, and let's celebrate for the last time what G.I. Joe used to be. So here's a close look at the hair / mask that will change your portrait completely. Look at the detail that's going on over there. Lots of detail on the sculpture alone. Different variations of paint application. You got a black, basic, silver, blue, and red, and then of course the hair integrated seamlessly in there. You have the bandana version where it's put over his face because the figure already has its own, so that's done well. Here's the blaster rifle, whatever you want to call this. The details are there. It's even got basic paint application, with the grip being a gray and this thing is yellow. And it did surprise me that this was removable. Of course it would be because that's what we're kind of used to with G.I. Joe guns, but still a pleasant surprise and very nicely done sculpting on this trident / spear. We can look at one of the axes and just basically apply it to the other one, because when I didn't even realize there's a Monkeywrench as the handle. That's amazing. It's one piece painted, so it stands out. You get the wrap and painted axe. Well done. And you get two well dones, because they're both well done. And of course you got the close-fisted hands. Here's a revolver / gun. Thankfully, again, they painted silver and then the black, honoring the gun. You know, instead of just being basic black or basic silver, at least you separated that, so that's a good thing. And then the glasses. You think, well, what's so special about the glasses? It's transparent. It's not perfectly transparent, but it's transparent. It's a workable pair of glasses. And finally we get to the portrait that has always been the highlights of any Hasbro product out there now, always concentrate on the portrait. If you make that correct, if you do that perfectly well, then the whole thing just follows suit. And it does. Look at that. Nice, angry looking, distinctive features, which is what I've been noticing with Joe figures and Cobra figures, that basically amplifies or elevates the portraits that they're doing. You got some scarring going on in the head. It's really, really angry. I can see why you're angry, guy. An earring over there. Some basic washes on the hair as well. Basic, at least they painted the grenades. I will say that. Some silver and red, because otherwise I think this would have been just basic black, which would have sucked. Some tattoos. Like my take is this. I know Lenny likes having tattoos on their figures. I will say this: if you're spending enough money on that tattoos, which I don't really even like, then definitely spend the money as well on doing other paint apps on the figures, which they did, by the way. I'm not dragging on this one. It's for Dreadnoks this fits, but for Joe's I don't think it fits. For Dreadnoks it does. And then, like I said, because if it had been done here like this, and then everything else is crap, I would have been angry. But not. That's not the way it is. See, look at the vest. It's got the silver for the zipper, silver in the buckles, on the belt, you got the black, the silver in the chain, silver in the buckles, and the holster, really nice design right there with the skull and everything, but still again silver and red. And then on the rips on the pants, you get the flesh tone and the rips. That's well done. I feel like they easily could have skimped on something. Whoever pushed for this guy to be like this really liked this figure. Oh, look, there's even a rip over there, but they just didn't do a paint application on it. I don't know who the designer is this one, but I can tell this guy loved this Dreadnok. And let's see, can we put this on with this head? Yeah. He's got earrings, or whatever you call that, in his eyebrow. Oh my god, look at that. Huh? Now, some people prefer if the glasses were on because they're afraid of losing it. And I kind of agree, because I think I've lost a few of them. I'm not entirely sure of. But look at how much more different that looks by having a removable pair of glasses. Completely changes the look of the figure. But that's not the only look it can have. While we're here, ooh, it's kind of tough to take off. I don't want to lose this hair yet. Take off this one. Oh, I didn't even realize he has this because it was hidden in the loose bandana. Put that and then put this one on. Second portrait. Freaking amazing. Second portrait just because of that. Right? That's amazing. Now we'll take off the hair, we'll take off the head, we'll take off the second bandana. So that's not really the second one, that's actually the third one, right? Because the second one would have been just with the glasses on. Then the third one was the one with the glasses on and the bandana. So this is literally the fourth portrait. So it's a little bit trickier to put in because it's really snug. But look at how snug that is. Like literally, if this had been packaged this way, I would never know that this head was removable or this hair is removable. I would think, well, that's the way it is. Now, I'm not really sure I'm gonna rock him with this one. I feel like he is more successful. Let's see. So I'm gonna put this aside for now. This was nice, the bandana, but no. This face needs to be exposed. It's kind of a shame that I'd be blocking the eyes, but honestly, I feel like if I can, I'd like to make sure that he has his glasses on, because that looks awesome for me. Let's put the bandana inside the jacket. I feel like it was inside the jacket. Hold on a second. Alright, so let's look at the articulation. Alright, so let's play with this toy a bit. Alright. I kind of want him holding there's so many. I love this toy. I love this figure because it offers so much variety in terms of how you want to display him. You want to display him with a pistol, because for some reason I really do like what do you call this? 6-shooter barrel pistol. I can't remember. My God, I'm getting old. Then I also want to display him with these axe wrenches that he's made or sporting or whatever, man. I kind of like when in the box he had this on and then the axe, but I really like this face, and I want him to hold this one, and then somehow, oh, there is, okay, no, there isn't, because this is for the axe, right? Yeah. So the way it works is it's not a complete loop. It's got. I wonder if you can put the gun in this one like this. Cause I really want him holding the axe, and then I would, yeah, that's how I would do it. So I use the loop and just that one, and then I want him to hold the two axes. You know, it's kind of scary to be faced with somebody that looks like this and have him holding that weapon, rifle, on you, right? But you know what's more scarier? See this guy coming at you with two axes in his hands, because there's just something primitive, some sort of primitive fear associated with somebody wielding something sharp and stabby. You know what I mean? It's like with a gun, it's dangerous because it's got bullets and you know it's gonna hurt you. But with hatchets and axes, the fear is like the bullet's gonna rip right through you, put a hole in you. But this is gonna make choppy chop chop of you. That's more scarier. At least it is for me. Oh, this guy. You telling me that's not a very scary look? For guy, this is very successful. Oh. I've just been enjoying it too much. Let's talk about articulation, right? The head goes down pretty well. Gotta be limited going up. I'm holding the hair down because I feel like it's gonna pop off. It does have a joint at the bottom of the neck and the top of the neck, so you get a lot of movement over there. You got the shoulders go all around, not a problem. Bicep cut, double jointed on the elbows. The hands articulates in and out. It's got this cut for the torso, which you guys know I love. I love that much better than the bowl cut. Why? Because that allows you to do this and this. You even get a ratchet, you know, and then you include that. That's so all the range of movement you're ever gonna need. Oh, I do have to admit it doesn't have that. I didn't realize that. No, wait, yeah, it doesn't. You can't twist the torso going this way and then this one going that way. I'm okay. I still prefer that I don't lose this. That's much better. I don't know why, but I just feel like that's better. Because you've got the sideways movement coming from the waist anyway, so you don't need it for this part. Drop down joints on the hips socket, but not as noticeable. 90 on the legs. Thigh cut, invisible. It is possible. Star Wars Hasbro. I don't know why you keep cutting it off. 19 on the sideways. Not much going backwards. Double jointed on the knee. Flexing on the ankle goes that much down, that much going up, and ankle rocker. Very nice design, very nice articulation. I love this figure. I'm gonna give it an easy 15. Easy 15. I can't believe it. He's gonna match CoverGirl. Why not? Because he's coming with so much accessories and everything. Value 15, base price 10, equaling to $24.99. And then the end of an era for G.I. Joe for me. I have not ordered a G.I. Joe figure since they released the $27.99 price point. Obviously, it's not that it's the $27.99 is blocking me or anything. It's just there's no compulsion for me to purchase whatever character they've revealed for $27.99. Now, granted, if I missed Steeler and the other guy, 2-pack, I believe that's $54. So that's in their new price range. I would buy that. I would buy Pythona. Everything else I would not. I did not purchase their firefighter. Did not purchase their policeman. 60th anniversary. I'm kind of getting tired of those. I don't really like getting civilians in my Joes. I was okay with these guys, but barely. But this guy at Ross at $16 is definitely a get. Airborne Trooper. If this had been $27.99, I would still get it because of what you're getting, but you would not be getting a value of 15. It will be a value of 12. Because $27.99, it's only $3, but it's a stretch. $24.99. I thought, like I said, when I saw this, what he's coming in, I thought it would be like $29.99. It wasn't. Thank God it wasn't. But I would have valued it at 12 then. Just as I would have valued it at 12 at $27.99. That's why I'm saying it's an end of an era for G.I. Joe Classifieds for me. $27.99 is the price range where I'm gonna start being more picky with the Joes that I'm getting. I'm not gonna get every Joe Trooper builder, that army builder that they're making. It's just at a $27.99 for me anyway. The question is, will I stop buying G.I. Joes at $27.99? I'm gonna say no, because obviously I support the $34.99 deluxes. I'm still gonna buy $27.99 Joes, except I won't be getting each and every one of them. I'll be more picky in terms of what I'm going to get. For example, the new Flint that they have, Retro Flint, I'm not going to get that $27.99. I'm going to wait for that to go down to Ross at $9.99, $6.99. I've already got a Flint that's acceptable. The same thing with any other releases they might have. I just don't want to buy $27.99. I've got enough Joes. I got enough toys. And whatever reason that they're raising the prices, I also have my reasons for not buying them, and that's my prerogative. It is yours prerogative to support them at $27.99 or not. It's up to you guys. It's your money, and that's all that matters. If you're happy with your choice, right? At $27.99 for Joe's, it's gonna be a stretch, but it's the best toy out there. It would still be, because everything is going up in prices anyway, but at a lower value. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's it for my review of Monkeywrench from G.I. Joe Classifieds 112 scale. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys on my next review. Bye.